When I opened the first cafe, I genuinely thought I had it all figured out. 6 tables, a business partner, a bit of savings, and a dream. But within a few months, the reality hit. We realized that it wasn't going to be enough. The cafe was always full, but the numbers just didn't make sense. For a moment, I actually thought we failed. But that mistake, that small 6-table cafe, became the foundation of what I built today. Let me show you what I learned so you don't make the same mistakes I did. So we've been running Paradise Cafe for 3 months. I just realized that there were few seats and limited sales because we were limited to the seats we had, and people that came in to eat here, they were coming in and sitting for hours and hours, which caused a problem because people that came in, because we were so full, they had to turn back and go to another place because they were getting just one coffee and sitting there for hours, which I don't mind doing that now. But before, when I had 6 tables, it was a huge problem because compared to the size of my shop, my rent was too high and it wasn't just going to cover if I carried on like that. It was just a lot of pressure, a lot of frustration, and I was questioning my decision because I left my job in London. It was a secure job and I was getting paid well over £3,000 a month. And if you didn't know, throughout this journey, my wife became pregnant and I had so my responsibilities were getting much higher and I didn't know what to do because I relocated from London to Nottingham. I got a new business, which I never done before. It was just, I don't think I can get this across to you, but at that time, at the moment, it was just a lot of pressure and a lot of questioning going through my mind during the night time. But I am well over that now. And in the end, everything worked out, which I will explain later in this video. So keep watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe and like this video, which it does really help me a lot. But anyways, it was quite painful when you was working non-stop. Customers loves it, but your bank account was still low. You would understand this if you're running a business because it's not a good thing to go through, but oh well, you have to live through some stuff to get where you are now, which I don't regret, because if I didn't open up this small cafe, I would have never knew about this. And I don't know if it was because of my son's luck or anything, because luck and action met during my journey, and I will tell you how. But before, let me show you what my taking really looked like when my cafe only had 6 tables. Let's go into my tool and let me show you. So let's look at a random date at December 2024 on 17th, which is Tuesday. As you can see, on that day, my cafe made £261. As you can see, do you understand me now? So in the beginning, it was just Paradise Cafe. Then I decided to make it into a bistro. As you can see, this was 2 separate units. This is the unit I was in. You can see my wife is there. So I thought, let's turn this place into a bistro. So that's why I do have the bar there. So let me explain you quickly why that idea only stayed as an idea and not happened. So it never happened because it was a simple misunderstanding between us and the landlord. So it was because of the landlord issues that it never happened, unfortunately. So I do have to take this out and put more tables and chairs in here. But I did spend a lot of money to make this happen. But unfortunately, because of the landlord, it's never going to happen. But in my head, as I'm thinking it right now, it was going to be much better. Well, that's what I thought anyways, but unfortunately, it never happened. It was going to be a bistro. I was going to long out the hours and put alcohol in. Maybe that was going to affect my time with the family. So I think it was for the best to not happen anyway. So in the end, we just spent a lot of money for no reason, basically. We do still have the bar here. So now instead of having alcohol, I have few coffees displayed here, which for sale. If anyone ever wants it, I do sell the beans here. So we use it for that for now anyways. But I'm going to expand the kitchen. So that's what I'm going to use this bar for. So I'm not going to throw it away. But yeah, this is the story of the bar. Never happened, and I don't think it's going to happen anyways. So growth changed a lot of things. The first thing is the tables. We went from 6 tables to 18 tables, which I'm sitting at the 18th one at the moment. 18 tables means for us now it's more customers, it's more stuff, but finally it equals to profit. And if you want to learn how much profit I make from Paradise Cafe, there's a video up here which you can go watch. It's either on the other side, and learn about how much my cafe makes in a month and how much profit I keep. So once you finish this video, you can go watch that one later. So what worked for us? It was the capacity, because the better capacity equals to more revenue. And more revenue means the more profit I keep. And because of the strong community support and the way I interact with the customers, it made a huge difference because everyone feels like this is their third home now. So this is where they come to meet up. This is where they come to chill. This is where they come to speak to people. So it's like a social hub, and because of it's spacious, people feel much better now. Imagine you going into some space where there's 6 tables, it feels cramped, everyone's sitting next to each other. I don't think you would want to go in there. Personally, I wouldn't want to sit somewhere where it's cramped. And we got the buggy as well now. So I would want somewhere where it has a lot of space to chill and relax with the baby as well, especially. So I think you understand what I mean. And of course, I do have smart marketing as well, like YouTube, like TikTok, like Facebook. I did try to use them very smartly, and I did invite like local newspapers to my cafe, and I think I made right decisions when it comes to social marketing, which worked out for us as well because a lot of people have seen us through the social media and came and tried the cafe and really liked it, and they turned into regulars now, which is really good. So if you own a business, make sure you use the local Facebook groups. It does really help a lot. Just type the area you're in on Facebook and you'll find lots of many local Facebook groups. Just join the very good one where it has lots of interactions and everything. You might end up paying a little amount of fee, but it is marketing at the end of the day. So you will get customers in. So it is worth it. Just to saying that, I just got a 5-star from someone. Can you see that? Just as I was talking about it, someone said, I've been to Paradise Cafe with my family and friends. The owners are so professional, friendly, and hardworking as their staff. The food, and there is always plenty, always arrives hot and never fails to please. I know you can pay by debit credit cards, but I prefer cash. With being a small independent business, they have to pay for a fee to use the cards. I'll definitely be going back and recommending the cafe. So as you can see, people are enjoying the cafe. And of course, if you ever come to my shop, make sure you pay with cash because I do pay a little bit of fee when it comes to the card transactions, and they increased it at the moment. So it is a side note. So just so you know. So comments like this, it does really make me happy. And we were speaking about it. It just happened in the perfect timing. So if you're watching this, Carol, thank you very much. It means a lot. So if I was to start again, I will do these 3 things differently. First, understanding my numbers, profit per seat and cost per hour. So you have to work these out. You have to look at your money and think how much a seat will spend and how much time they will take to sit there. And you can work out your profit per seat, and which will be really helpful. I think I didn't do that very well in the beginning, but without doing it and trying it, I would have never knew about that. So now I know it. So if I had to start again, I would have done my calculations better. And the second one is thinking long term. From the day one, you have to plan for the growth. That should be the main goal because you have to think about long term and think about growing all the time. Your main goal should be, how can I get more foot traffic and more customers into my cafe? And how can I grow my business to be better? That should be the main goal every day you come into your business. And when you open one, that's where you should think about it, to be honest. So thinking about growth is very important. And the third one will be, don't rush into expansion without a clear structure. Like the bar. We did rush into the bar idea, and as you can see, we did spend a lot of money and it never happened. So we didn't have a clear structure in the beginning. Just so you know, I do have a permission from the council, but not permission from the landlord. That's what it says on our lease. So I have to get landlord's permission to sell alcohol in my cafe, which, oh well, we just had to expand, and we did quite rush into the expansion and made this mistake. But what can you do? You have to make mistakes so you can learn. So it's not really a mistake, to be honest. We're going to put the bar onto the other side and expand the kitchen and make it better. As I'm thinking now, if that small cafe never struggled, I would never learn how to build a real business. So key takeaway here is you don't need to be perfect. You need to start, fail, and adjust fast. So if you're thinking to start your first business, I do have a 10 proven strategies I use myself. There's a link in the description. It is free. Just put your email and I will email it to you personally. But however, I am quite busy, so I have to do it manually as well. So if it takes time to arrive in your inbox, just forgive me because I'm trying to do it manually. And as you've seen, I do have a family and business to run. Sorry for the delay from now on. And the main thing would be, if you want to start your own business and become successful, is to have a real reason. My reason is that I do have a family and I have to provide for them. And my son and my wife kept me going. Without my wife's help, I don't think all of this will be possible to happen, because she did really help me a lot, including the savings, including mentally, including she's been with me all the time. As I just said, they're here, as you can see. As you can see, that little guy is the reason why all this happening. Yes, my son. So they are the main reason why I do what I do and why is everything's working out. Yes, they do Tapka, don't worry. So if you enjoyed this video and if you learned something new, please don't forget to subscribe and like, which it does really help me a lot. And I think you would enjoy watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
MrTasar made another video. If you liked it, press subscribe down below.